In this video of the Riley Maths videos, we're going to look at some more coordinate geometry and look at how we use the distance formula. So a reminder, the distance formula, we use it to find the distance between 2 points, the distance between 2 points, and we also use it to find the length of a line segment. So that's the two ways that we might be asked to use it, the length of a line segment. So let's remind ourselves of the formula. The formula for distance equals, and it's from your maths tables, it's based on the theorem of Pythagoras, but we won't worry about that now for now. So it's the square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So we do everything in the brackets first, add them together, and then find the square root. So let's take the example of some points. So you might be told A is the point minus 2, 5, and B is the point 4, 7. And you might be asked to find something like that. Now what that means is find the length of the line joining A to B. So here's my point A, minus 2, 5, and my point B, 4, 7. I'm going to call this x1, y1, and this x2, y2. So remember again, every coordinate, like A, minus 2, 5, or B, 4, 7, each of these has an x and a y. And we distinguish this point from this point by calling this one x1, y1, and this one x2, y2. So here's my formula. I'm going to write it down, x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So it's going to be the square root of x2, 4 minus 2, x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2, which is 7 minus 5 all squared. So the y2 minus y1. Now just be careful here, you should be doing this in your head anyway, but if you're not doing it in your head and you're doing it in your calculator, just take care. 4 minus 2 is 6, so 6 squared plus 7 minus 5 is 2 squared, so it's the square root of 36 plus 4, which is the square root of 40. If you put the square root of 40 into your calculator, it'll tell you that it's 2 root 10. A quick diversion, root 40 you see is the same as root 4 by root 10, and root 4 is 2, so it's 2 root 10. We'll come back to that when we do some work on surds. So I hope that helps. I'll do one more example here just to be sure. So again, we have points C, 0, 12, and D, minus 3, minus 9. And we're being asked to find the length of CD, which is the distance of C to D. So again, we write down our points. C is 0, 12, D is minus 3, minus 9. One of them is x1, y1, one of them is x2, y2. And then we write down our formula. Now you don't have to write down the formula every time, but it should be somewhere on your page. So it's going to be the square root of x2 minus 3 minus 0 squared plus y2, which is minus 9 minus 12 squared. So the square root of minus 3 squared plus minus 21 squared, which will be the square root. Now remember, minus 3 squared means minus 3 times minus 3, which is plus 9. Your calculator thinks it means minus 3 squared, so they think it's minus 9. That's wrong. This is correct. Okay, so it's going to be 9 plus, and I better get my calculator for 21 squared. 21 squared is 441. So what we have is the square root of 450. If I put that in my calculator, square root of 450, equals 15 root 2. 15 root 2. Okay, look at that video again. Hopefully it makes sense, and I'll post this page on our team as well so you can see an example. Take care.